Hey everyone, let's jump right in. Today's explainer is all about a massive disruption happening literally right now in the content creation space. We're looking at a single Chinese developer who basically built a free tool that is making the entire AI community go absolutely crazy. It's got a pretty bold name too, Money Printer Turbo. We're going to break down exactly what it is, how it works, and why it's got the whole industry talking.
Okay, let's dive into this. So think about the traditional way of making high-quality videos. You usually need a whole team, right? You've got researchers, script writers, video editors, voiceover artists. It is ridiculously expensive and eats up a ton of time. But according to our source, that entire massive traditional team, it can now be completely replaced by this one single free automated system. Money Printer Turbo literally takes that whole human workflow and crams it into one centralized tool. To really wrap your head around how this works, the source material gives us this awesome comparison. Quote, think of it as a film director sitting on your terminal. I absolutely love this framing. It's so accurate because it's not just some basic editing software, It acts as the central brain for the entire video creation process. Just like a director runs a movie set, this tool commands the whole creative workflow, right there from your computer's command line.
Section 1. Core Capabilities and Automation.
So the crucial point is just how much heavy lifting this tool actually handles, and it's all triggered by giving it just one single keyword. First, it goes out and does all the research on that topic for you. Second, it takes that research and writes a full script. Third, it actually hunts down and picks out the matching raw footage. Fourth, it adds a synthetic voiceover. And finally, step 5, it exports the final, ready-to-publish HD video. All of that in a matter of minutes. It's a completely automated end-to-end pipeline.
Now, hearing about all these theoretical capabilities is one thing, but it really makes you wonder, what actually happens when you give it just one word? Let's look at a concrete case study using a test the creator actually ran themselves. For this test, the input was super basic, literally just the word health. That's it. And within a few minutes, the software spat out a completely finished, ready-to-publish 60-second video. We're not talking about a rough draft here. It had matching B-roll footage and a fully synced voiceover, all generated from that one single word.
Just to give you a feel for the quality and the context it generates, here is an exact quote from the AI script in that test video. Quote, "In order to maintain good health, it is essential to prioritize a balanced diet." End quote. So it didn't just smash random clips together. It actually generated a totally coherent, contextually accurate script based on that keyword, and then perfectly matched the visuals and audio to back it up.
Section 2. Zero hardware barriers. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the number 4. You'd probably think a tool doing all this insane heavy lifting, researching, scripting, rendering, would need some massive, expensive multi-GPU setup, right? Well, no. Money Printer Turbo is designed to run on a standard CPU with just 4 GB of RAM. 4. That is an unbelievably low overhead for something pumping out fully edited HD videos with AI voiceovers.
And that right there is what makes this such a game changer. Since the hardware barrier is basically zero, it literally turns your normal, everyday laptop into an automated content factory. You don't need to go buy specialized equipment. That crazy contrast between the massive, multi-step output we just looked at and this tiny hardware requirement, well, that's exactly why the AI community is paying such close attention to this.
Section 3. The Setup Workflow. According to the source material, they make this incredibly bold claim. The setup literally takes 10 seconds. Now, I know if you aren't a developer, messing around with terminal commands probably sounds a little intimidating, but the whole workflow is actually super streamlined.
Let's move to and see how this builds. There are really just 4 simple steps to get this going. First, you install Docker. That's just a standard tool that helps software packages run smoothly. Second, you clone the GitHub repo, which is just a fancy way of saying you download the code to your computer. Third, you paste your free API key, kind of like your digital password for AI models, right into the config file. And fourth, you just run a basic startup command, Docker compose up. Sure, it sounds like technical jargon, but it's really just a quick copy and paste process that boots the software up instantly.
The original creator actually left an open invitation for people to comment the word printer to grab their full step-by-step setup guide, or to join their free WhatsApp community to stay ahead of AI trends like this. Whether you decide to test it out yourself or not, it definitely leaves us with a pretty wild thought to chew on. If a free tool running on a basic laptop can replace a whole video production team today, what on earth does the landscape of content creation look like tomorrow? Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and keep exploring.